new ownership, trade deadline fireworks, and a playoff run that proved this team is built for the future. Welcome back to Court 9450, and today, we are breaking down the chaotic, thrilling, and ultimately historic 2025-26 season for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The drama started before the players even hit the hardwood. On June 24th, the NBA unanimously approved the franchise ownership transfer to Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez. Year one of the new era was officially underway, and the expectations in the Twin Cities were sky high. And right out of the gate, opening night gave us a taste of the resilience of this squad. Facing the Portland Trail Blazers at home, the Wolves looked dead in the water, trailing by 13 points at the end of the third quarter. But then, the Ant-Man happened. Anthony Edwards put the team on his back, exploding for 41 points to cap off a thrilling comeback victory by 4. Despite that opening night magic, the start of the season was a bit of a roller coaster. The Wolves struggled to find consistent chemistry early on, scraping together a rocky 12-8 record by the end of November. But great teams figure it out. By the All-Star break, Minnesota had found its identity, sitting comfortably at 34 wins and 22 losses. Anthony Edwards was justly rewarded, earning his 4th consecutive All-Star nod. But President Tim Connolly wasn't satisfied. At the trade deadline, the front office pulled the trigger on a major shakeup, bringing in Ayo Dosunmu and Julian Phillips. Talk about a perfect match. Dosunmu fits seamlessly into the Wolves' identity, instantly injecting elite defensive grit and dynamic perimeter shooting into the lineup. Behind that midseason spark, Minnesota closed out the regular season with a 49-33 record, exactly matching their win total from the previous year. In a brutal, unforgiving Western Conference, that was enough to lock down the 5th seed. Round 1 set up a heavyweight clash against the 4th-seeded Denver Nuggets. After dropping Game 1 on the road, Minnesota bounced back to steal Game 2. But when the series shifted back to Minneapolis, it became the Ayo Dosunmu show. The midseason acquisition was spectacular in front of the home crowd, dropping 25 points in Game 3, and a staggering, career-defining 43 points in Game 4. Thanks to his heroics, the Timberwolves dispatched the Nuggets in 6 games. Next up, the Western Conference semifinals against the San Antonio Spurs. The Wolves made an immediate statement, stunning the Spurs in San Antonio to take Game 1. But as the series wore on, the Spurs' overwhelming size and depth began to wear Minnesota down. The heartbreaking end came in Game 6 back at home, where a brutal 30-point blowout loss sealed the Timberwolves' fate, ending the series 2-4. So, where do the Wolves go from here? The biggest question mark of the offseason is Ayo Dosunmu, who enters free agency after proving just how valuable he is to a championship contender. The good news? The powerhouse core of Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, and Julius Randle is locked in and ready to run it back next season. The championship window is wide open. What did you think of the Wolves' season? Should they break the bank to re-sign Dosunmu? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. For Court 9450, we'll see you next time.